Now joined by Hofstra head coach Speedy Claxton and then graduate guard Jalen Ray. Coach, just an opening statement about tonight's game.
A win is a win. We'll take the win. I don't think we played well though. I thought we took steps backwards. The biggest thing from last game to this game, I kept preaching to these guys was respect. Respect. Because I didn't want them to play down to the level of their opponent. And I think that was the case tonight. Right from jump ball, I knew what time it was. And that's not the right way to play the game. You gotta respect everybody you play against every time you step on the court.
Question?
How much of that, which you just kind of talked about, just really are kind of about the first 8 minutes of this game and how it was tight, just to.
Yeah, I mean, I thought they played down to a level of competition, and I expected that. I knew that was going to happen, and that's why I hopped on before the game that they have to respect their opponents because, I mean, they look down at they know Molloy is a D2 opponent, and the last 5 games, we played some high major teams, and I didn't want them to look at Molloy and overlook them, and then we get upset or something like that. But we'll learn from this. And hopefully we won't let that ever happen again. As long as it's a learning experience, I'm okay with it.
Next question.
Speedy, Jerry Brooks from the Hofstra Chronicle. It was obviously a lopsided win in favor of the Pride. But what is one thing that you'd like to see your team improve on this upcoming Saturday against Detroit Mercy?
I mean, energy and effort. Detroit's a way better team than Molloy. No disrespect to Molloy, but we gotta come to play. We can't think that just because we're at home, we're gonna win. It doesn't work like that. You gotta come out and put your best foot forward, no matter who you play against. That team isn't coming here to lie down just because we're at home.
Next question.
Coach Will Thompson, WRHU. Freshman Jaquan Carlos got some extended minutes today. What can you say about how he played today?
Jaquan was okay. He's gonna be a good player. I gotta try to find him some minutes somewhere, somehow. But I thought he played well for the minutes that he did play.
After it was tied at 18 though, what really changed just to kind of close the first half on that big run?
Hey, we started making shots. My guy over here, Jay Ray, hit a couple threes right there, and I think Omar hit a couple, and that kind of, spread the lead out for us, and we needed that going into halftime.
Sure.
You guys, last game said I think a team record for fewest fouls. You might have matched it today. What's gone into that? How are you guys able to play that defense and the man-to-man so efficiently, without committing any fouls at all?
I mean, you got to play without fouling. We don't want guys getting into foul trouble. I mean, we already have a short bench right now, so these guys can't pick up any cheap fouls because then that limits us to the players. If Kayvon pick up 2, then these Stone guys move to the 5, and then that makes us really, really small. So it's valuable that these guys don't pick up any cheap fouls, and we've been harping on that and preaching that to them, and they've been staying out of foul trouble.
Can you talk about the impact of Aaron Estrada and what he has meant to this team coming from the University of Oregon?
Aaron's been good. He's been good for us. I'm still waiting for him to have a breakout game, high 20s, and it's coming. We kind of moved into the point guard spot when Jay Ray came back, so that's taking some getting used to, but he's adjusting well, and we expect big things from him going forward.
Question over there.
Coach, obviously you're missing some size down low, but the size you saw today from Kramer and Dubar really brought in a lot of rebounds today. What do you think about the size and how that can go forward on going against Mercy on Friday?
Yeah, I mean, we're missing both of our bigs, but Kayvon and D Stone are stepping up in a big way, and they're playing bigger than they actually are, and we're gonna need them to do that. So we got our bigs, but they've been awesome so far.
Sure.
Darren Stone went from about, no points, a couple rebounds to a double-double in about 5 minutes during the second half. Is that a glimpse into what he can do for you guys against anybody?
Yeah, D-Stone's a really good player. I was kind of disappointed in how he started the game. We spoke at halftime, and he came out with the right mindset in the second half, and that's why he produced.
Jalen, just as a team, just what's some things that you maybe hope the team kind of takes out of a game like this, where it was tough to open things up, and then you guys kind of open up the score from there. But what can you guys just really take out of a game like this?
You gotta play with the same energy like we played for Houston. Like for Houston, you can't downplay your opponent. Really, just playing with that energy for all 40 minutes.
And yes, one more question. Last question, Jared.
For both you guys, first home game since February 29th. Lots happened since then. What was it like for you guys in particular who were with the 2020 team to get back here and didn't provide any sort of like, you obviously you missed the home opener last year. It would have been something else. Did this kind of make up a little bit for that you guys didn't get to experience the home opener last year?
It's good to have the fans back in the building. That's for sure. Going through last season, it just didn't feel right. Playing in front of the cardboard cutouts that wasn't fun for anybody. So we're glad to have the fans back in attendance, and hopefully there'll be more fans to come.
Thank you, guys.